Alright guys, today we got some story time. We had some crazy shit go down at my house yesterday, man. And real quick, before I even start this video, you guys know I like in the background of my videos, I like to have like cool lighting and stuff. Well, Chips decided to chew my Christmas lights that are dangling right there, so I had to improvise. And I went to the store, and it turns out since it's not Christmas time, all they had was Halloween stuff. So this is my lighting behind my videos and streams now. It's a spider with some lights. Oh, would you look at that? There's some dank ass apparel back there too. Look at the link in the description for the apparel. Alright, so if you guys like watch my streams, I don't know if I made a video about it or even talked about it in a video, but like sometime last week, my girlfriend also works at home. She has like a little office upstairs that she works out of. Well, she was working, and before the story starts, my girlfriend is highly allergic to bees. So like if she gets stung, she has to have one of them EpiPen things and like stab her, and like it brings her back to life, or like stops the swelling because her throat might swell up if she gets stung by a bee or something like that. She's really allergic to bees. Well, anyway, she found a bee in her room, and it was no big deal. She just like killed the bee, but then that day she found like 6 or 7 different bees in her office just in one day. And actually, one of the times that she killed the bee, she had it at the top of her garbage can in a little napkin, a little dead bee, and the lid was off the garbage can because it was full and she was about to change it when she was done working. And she had little Chips here in her office keeping her company, and he saw the little bee squirming on top of the garbage can and decided to try to eat it, and the bee wasn't all the way dead, and he got stung in his mouth and his face was all swollen up and it was terrible, but he's fine. He's just a little slow. This is like last week, and we actually found out that these bees like dug a hole into the side of our house and like had a little nest like in the siding of our house. So we went out there with like some bee spray and we took care of the bees, and that was like last week, and we didn't have any problems with it at all until yesterday. Alright, so yesterday, this is actually up to date. Like this actually happened yesterday because I didn't stream yesterday because there was an infiltration of bees in my house. They came back. I don't know if when we killed these bees, like a new swarm of bees or a new like type of bee came in and like took over their nest and just like rebuilt it, or they got pissed and like popped out a bunch of eggs and just like went Rambo inside of my house and like tried to kill everything. But damn, like I got home from the gym, it was probably like a little after noon, maybe like 11:30 in the morning, something like that, and I'm down here, you know, just chilling, editing my YouTube video, normal shit, and I see a little bee in my room. I'm like, what the hell? Like maybe there was a window open in the house and a bee got in. But it'd be weird because like the way how we live in my house is I have the downstairs and our middle floor is just kind of chilling, and then my brother lives in the upstairs. So me and my girlfriend are downstairs, is the middle floor, and then my brother has the upstairs of the house. That's how we do it. I was like, wow, it's weird that a bee would come downstairs. Didn't really think much of it until I continued to edit my video, and I see like 3 or 4 more bees in my room, and I'm like, holy shit. And, like Natalie and my little puppy are down here, we're chilling, and like she's allergic to bees. I might be allergic to bees, I don't know. I haven't been stung by a bee in a few years, and actually I'm gonna dig some up real quick. I gotta go to my Instagram. I'm gonna dig up a gem for you guys. I specifically remember taking a picture the last time I got stung by a bee, because I don't know, there's some weird sports thing. It's not even a sport, it's kind of like it's like a slow pitch softball thing around here that people do, and I tried to do it one day. It wasn't fun at all. It's called frisbee golf. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but there's literally like nets around places, and you take a frisbee and you have to go through a course and throw the frisbee into the net, and that's frisbee golf. I didn't really enjoy doing said frisbee golf, but I remember the last time I did that, it was probably 2 or 3 years ago. I got stung by a bee and my pinky swelled up and it looked like a double barrel hot dog shotgun thing. I don't know. I also kind of don't want to show you guys a picture because I remember taking this picture and it was a doozy. You guys are going to enjoy it probably. This was 200 weeks ago. I'm going to show the picture right now. Yeah, I'm not too proud. But look at that pinky, dude. That pinky's like thicker than Oprah's entire ankle. Like it's thick. Not too happy with the picture. That was what I like to call my gangster phase. Notice the cocked back side hat with the flat bill. That was a custom hat. So I might be allergic to bees. I don't know. I don't know if your pinky's supposed to swell up like that when you get stung by a bee. But my pinky was thicker than a bowl of oatmeal when I got stung by a bee. So I might be allergic. I might not. I'm really not that terrified of bees, to be honest with you. But I just don't like bugs, and they were in my house. And my girlfriend's allergic to bees, so I had to call an exterminator. And mind you, I said this was probably around 11:30 in the morning when I called the exterminator, and he didn't get to my house until after 6 o'clock at night. So the entire day there was just bees just like chilling in my room, and it's very weird. And I planned to like live stream and stuff, but I couldn't be down here because like I was chilling here editing. I was like, oh, it's not gonna be bad, just gonna be a couple bees. There was like a lot of bees like in my room. I felt like I was outside like next to a bee's nest, probably because there's a bee's nest in my house somewhere. So the exterminator finally gets to my house around 6 o'clock, and I'm gonna try to give you guys the best visual representation of this legend that came to my house to kill this bee's nest. I mean, this dude comes up, he's the real deal, dude. He looked like a legend walking up to my house. Like, if you needed an exterminator, Chips is playing with a bone in the background if you hear it, I'm sorry. But if you wanted an exterminator to come to your house, like this is the guy that you would want to come to your house. I mean, this dude walks up in a white overall suit, handlebar mustache all the way down to his chin, little bit of scruffy gray hair, some glasses, and he has this tank on his bed. It's like a backpack. He had like a backpack on, and on the back of the backpack was like this giant tank thing, and he had like a little hose that came around. He like pumped it up on the side to get it ready. He's like walking around like Western like this. He's like walking around like looking for bees, dude. It was awesome. The handlebar mustache was like the whipped cream on top of the pie. Is that a thing? The cherry on top of the Cake. So this dude comes up and I take him to, oh yeah, I forgot. I have a little clip of before I called the exterminator. I went outside to see if like that was where the hole was, like if the bees were going to the hole in the side of my house. And you can like see the bees like flying into my house in the hole right now. I don't want to get stung while recording this. Look at all of them. Get out of my house, dude. There's so many. Like, that's my house. Like, there's bees going into my house and like building a nest inside the walls of my house. That is terrifying. So this dude gets here and I take him to the hole and he walks out and he just sticks his hose. He sticks his little pipe thing that he pumps up into the hole and just starts blasting these things, these chemicals into my house. And then he like stepped back after doing it and looked at me. He goes, "You're gonna have to let me know if one of these guys comes up behind me. I'm gonna need to get out of here." I was like, "Yeah, dude, I got your back." And he starts like pumping up this hole and then he dips back and dude, like a colony of bros are just flying out of my house and just like, we booked it. Me and Joe Dirt just had to book it out of there because we would have gotten eaten alive by bees. So we sprayed a bunch of the chemicals into the side of my house and then we ended up plugging that and then he had to walk inside. And in Natalie's office, there was a hole that they dug through the wall, like kind of by the ground, like where her carpet sits, so we really couldn't see the hole. They dug into my house, and that's how the bees were getting into her room. And downstairs where I live, like, my ceiling, like you can see my ceiling up there, like my ceilings are not finished down here where I live. So it'd be like really hard to see like where the bees like dug a hole down into like the downstairs of my house where I'm at. So this dude straight up just comes down here with this hose thing right above my setup where all my monitors are as well and just starts spraying across like all of the walls. And I can't even like describe the smell of the chemical that he was spraying, but it wasn't very, it smelled bad. I still kind of smell it and this is the next day. And he tells me, he's like, "Listen, brother, once I spray this chemical down here, you're not gonna want to be down here because them bees, they're gonna be pissed off, and once they get that chemical on them, these bees, what they do is they're gonna groom themselves and they're gonna go back to their nest and they're gonna groom their little buddies and then it's gonna kill them. But until that happens, they're gonna be upset that there's chemicals spraying near their nest, so you're gonna have to get out of here." That's pretty much by the book what he said to me. But he straight up said they dug into the side of my house and like between the siding of my house, like the plastic on, I don't know if it's plastic, like the material on the outside of your house and like the walls, they literally built a nest inside so the bees can easily get into my house and out of my house. So that's terrifying. I never thought I'd have to deal with a bee's nest infiltrating my house. Like, I'm not shitting you guys, like I wouldn't make this up. There was a lot of bees chilling, man. And like that'd be the last thing I would expect. Like I'd expect like spiders or something, you know, because I'm downstairs and we like spray for bugs and stuff. But there was like a nest of bees like pissed off flying through my room. Like I'm finding dead bees on the floor and stuff, dude. It cost me like 250 bucks, but I mean it's worth it because I'm not getting attacked by bees while I'm streaming. But yeah, I figured I'd tell you guys that little story because a lot of you guys were confused why I wasn't live streaming yesterday, and I just kind of felt like this was a story worth telling, and I didn't feel like doing it over like a Call of Duty video because I like talking to my camera because I like my camera. I think it's pretty neat. But yeah, I think that's about it, dudes. Come on, Chip's getting framed, dude. They want to see a puppy. I can't move anymore. Alright guys, I think that's it. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you guys are new. I'll see you guys tomorrow with a brand new video. And me and Captain Chips here. Let's see if we can get him up to the camera. Go get the bone. Here he comes. And almost a puppy down. That's the end of the video, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Bye.
I go hard in the motherfucking paint, nigga. Leave you stankin', nigga. What the fuck you thinking, nigga? I won't die for this shit or what the fuck I say.